Hi, Sue Stone here. Over the last few weeks, I have been sharing just a few tips that have helped me shift my consciousness, my vibration, my energy, call it what you want, from complete and utter lack and desperation to one of prosperity, to one of abundance, and to one of gratitude that has enabled me to create the life that I love. Today, I just wanted to share some very grounded, basic things that so often many of us fall into that trap. Now, number one is don't judge your future results on your previous experiences. It'd be great if we could have actually an amnesia so that we forget any negative beliefs and experiences we've had and don't think just because it didn't go right in the first before that it won't in the future. So that's number one. Number two is don't let your rational, analytical mind take over and talk you out of why you think that couldn't possibly happen to you. I mean, believe me, if I had let my logical, analytical, rational mind take over from what I'd gone through, I'd never have achieved what I've achieved. And yes, of course, I had to come out of my comfort zone. I had to find courage to take those action steps. And as Susan Jeffers would say in her book, feel the fear and do it anyway. Yes, of course I've had to do that. But if we overthink things, we can hold ourselves back. And that's why I say you need to convert your inner critic, that negative self-talk, to be your inner coach, to reassure to yourself that you can do this. But as Albert Einstein said, your intuitive mind is a sacred gift. Your rational mind is its faithful servant. And as he said, humanity has created a society that honors the servant and not the gift. So what we've got to do is tap into our intuitive mind, into our intuition. There are so many hugely wealthy people out there. And the one that springs to mind now is Ray Dalio, who is a multi-billionaire. He runs, I believe, the world's wealthiest hedge fund firm. So very much in the money world. But his biggest tip for success is to meditate. He encourages his staff to meditate, to honor that side of things, to honor the intuitive mind, and call it what you want, contemplation, meditation, but it's that stilling of the mind. So our intuition, our intuitive mind can show us the next step. This is where we get to where we want to get to quicker. And I would say to you, dare to dream, visualize you living your dream life. But don't worry about the hows. Don't start to overanalyze and rationalize why you won't be able to get there. And, we are all part of an infinite intelligence, an ever-knowing, ever-present intelligence. And we can tap into that through meditation, through stilling our mind, through even walking in nature. And if you want to know more about the science that sort of backs that up, I've done a short video already on my YouTube account, and it's called, what did I call it? So how powerful are our thoughts? Sue Stone shares scientific evidence. So you can pop over and have a look at that if you're interested in that side of things. But a great analogy that I want to give you is, remember, visualize your end result. Visualize it and start to believe that you can achieve it. That's an area that we need to work on. Belief is crucial. But don't worry about how. Imagine we're going to drive a long journey we've never been on before. What do? We key in, most of us, into the sat-nav, the postcode of where we want to get to. And then immediately the intelligence of the GPS calculates thousands of different routes that you could take to get there, to achieve that goal, should we say. And then it shows you the best next route. And of course, that's what we do. We always take the next step. We get in the car and off we go. We don't worry about how we're going to cope when we're a few hours into the journey. We totally trust. And that's what I would suggest. Know that you can tap into that infinite intelligence And all you can ever do in the now is take the next step. Don't start worrying about how you're going to cope further down the line, because that's when we go into overwhelm and we start to block on ourselves. And then we literally freeze and cannot see the wood for the trees. So there we go. Just tap into it. Tap into that intuitive mind. Visualize it, believe it, and trust that you will be shown the way. But the key is having that vision, but taking the inspired action. Anyway, if you have missed any more of my videos that I've done, they are all on my YouTube channel, and we are in the process of bringing out and developing some really exciting things with the YouTube channel. So I would love it if you would like to, if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Sue Stone YouTube. And I've got something developing that I believe is going to be really helpful to people all over the world, and of which anyone that would like to be, wherever you are in the world, you can be part of it and interactive. So that's it for now. Take care and watch this space.